Hello everybody, I'm Nightcad. Today, let's talk. Let's talk about the content on this channel, what's going to be coming up, what we've had on the channel previously, and kind of have a dialogue here about where we're going from here. So the first thing that I want to address is let's talk about Planet Explorers. Planet Explorers is far and away easily the most popular series that I've done. It's got numbers that absolutely blow everything else out of the water. I would be an absolute fool not to do more of it. So it is going to be coming back. The question that is in my mind is whether to wait for the 0.7 update or to do more Planet Explorers now. And if we do it now, the thing that we're going to have to address is whether or not to restart when 0.7 finally comes out. I would rather not. If we're going to play it, I'd rather just play it until we run out of stuff to do, and then we'll roll over to 0.7 whenever it comes out. When I had started doing it previously, it looked like the 0.7 update was actually going to be coming relatively soon, but of course that was months ago. And at this point, I don't know when it's going to be showing up, whether it's going to be, this month, next month, before the end of the year. I'm assuming it'll be before the end of the year. But if I'm going to wait for it, if I'm going to wait for it, I think I might be doing a disservice to you guys, because I think a lot of you are here to see that. So let me know what your opinion is, whether we should wait for 0.7 or whether we should start doing it now. That's basically the only question that remains for me. Next thing that we should talk about is Minecraft. When I started the channel, I started doing Minecraft content. It's a common way that people get into Let's Playing. And at the time, that was fine. However, I didn't want to be a channel that was basically a mono gaming channel, where I only do Minecraft content, and that's obviously not been the case. So, given that we had 3 series on the go, that's too much. That's too much. I mean, it takes a fair amount of time to actually produce Minecraft content, because there's a lot of stuff to do. 3 of them is not going to be able to be sustainable. If I look at the subscriber numbers, and I'll bring it up here right now while I'm talking to you. I'll look it up right now. Feed the Beast is easily the more popular series. I mean, if I look at the viewer numbers of just this most recent series, Feed the Beast Unleashed, 154, 150, 153, 185, over 200. If I compare that to the Nebula server, 57 viewers, 36 viewers, 61. If I look at Minecraft City Construction Challenge, 60, 47, 83 for one of them, 79. In general, Feed the Beast gets, twice as many viewers. And if I'm going to allocate my resources efficiently, I think the best thing that I should be doing is cutting off the other 2 and focusing on Feed the Beast. That's just the way that it's going to have to be, I think, if I'm going to strike some kind of balance between what I want to do and what you guys want to actually see. So let me know what you think on that as well. My general leaning is just exactly that. The Feed the Beast is going to continue, and the other 2 are going to have to be kept on the back burner for now. Maybe we'll return to them. We probably will return to them. When, I can't say, though. The other thing, Terraria, that's going well. That's going to continue. That also gets more views than anything other than Feed the Beast. Of course, that's a fairly recently updated game, so that's part of what's driving it. Also, I think it's just a fun game to play, and I think you guys like doing it. I like playing it, so I think that's going to continue for sure. The other thing we need to talk about is Crusader Kings 2 and Knights of Pen and Paper. When I look at the viewership numbers for those, low 20s, mid 20s, never more than 30. Clearly, those are not things that a lot of you really want to watch. And that's fine. Crusader Kings 2 is probably one of my favorite games. I love that game. I play it to death. But if it has to go away, then it has to go away. I could fill that time with something else, something that you guys want to watch, something else that I want to play. And I think that would be a smart use of my time. So, now that that's out of the way, what is going to be coming up? Well, Terraria is going to continue. Feed the Beast is going to become more regular. I think we're going to do that twice a week. We're going to do Terraria probably twice a week. Maybe more if you guys decide you'd prefer to wait for 0.7 for Planet Explorers. Another thing we're going to start doing is The Witcher. I recently picked up The Witcher in a GOG sale. They were giving it away for free. And it's a game that I've been wanting to get into for a long time. It's a neat series. It's a neat setting. One that you don't usually see in fantasy. Usually it's mostly kind of Western Europe-based fantasy when you see this kind of a game. The Witcher is more Eastern Europe, which is really neat. I mean, that's an intriguing idea for me, and I'd like to start playing that. We'll see how that goes. I hope you guys will enjoy that. We're also going to have the What's That series, where we're basically looking at new games, random games, indie games, that kind of thing. New things that are coming out. Trying to expand, perhaps, not just the content of the channel, but also what I experience. I don't have a lot of experience. Like, we just did Nihilumbra, which is a game that I probably normally would not have played. But it was actually quite fun. I really enjoyed that game. I thought it was great, and in fact, I'm probably going to buy the soundtrack because it was so good. And I would like to look at other games like that. Just do kind of first impressions videos. Not reviews, but first impressions. And the other thing I want to do, sort of in the same line, is some kind of a fan-based show. Where I would take perhaps a suggestion on a game to play from you guys. Whether it be, something ridiculously hard, something that you just want to see me struggle against, something that you think would be pretty funny to have me play. Whatever. If you want to make suggestions for that, leave them in the comments, and I will absolutely look into them. I'll pick one of the games and we'll do that. Maybe we'll start doing that on Saturdays. Apart from that, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. So that's kind of where we're going, what my thoughts are, and I'd like to hear from you. So, thank you for listening, and let me know what you think. Take care.